I'm lacking symmetry. Enemy inside of me, believing I'm not fit to be the person with the perfect purpose, non-existent entity. Savage of this brain feels there wasn't birth on earth.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rapper and a Rookie. We're your hosts.
I'm Casey, KingCanada.
And I'm Laura the Rookie. So we're going to get right into it. We have two artists that we have had in the past.
Yeah.
And actually the one produced our first movie that we reacted to, which is SLIGHTtONE. So it's SLIGHTtONE and DodgeNone, this track, and they were actually, DodgeNone was also in the movie that he produced. And so if you haven't seen it, check it out, because that was a heck of a movie to react to.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm guessing this is probably along the lines of the soundtrack maybe for it. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure you didn't say it was, but it kind of seems like it is.
Yeah, because the title's called Rotten.
Yeah,
so
and it's showing the zombies.
And as we didn't say though, but the film is based on like a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
So like we said, I'm assuming it's gonna wrap into.
Yeah, either go on SLIGHTtONE's channel, you can watch the full movie, you can watch like our reaction on this channel, but our reaction's like kind of cut for YouTube and all that stuff, or guidelines, so you won't see the full movie on our reaction, but
I think it's only about an hour long though, eh?
It's
not
only
like
a little
super
over an
long
hour.
movie,
yeah.
so
And it's all
really
filled
well
with
done.
independent artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've been working on this soundtrack. We reacted to a couple songs already of the soundtrack. It's been a while since we reacted to SLIGHTtONE or DodgeNone, since before our little 2-week hiatus there. And yeah, we got Rotten. So
yeah, let's check it out.
I already know it's going to be the sound and tone of it because of the last few, and I'm excited to check this out. Go.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head. That's a sure way to kill him. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat him or burn him. They go up pretty easy.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
I start to go back, the virus consuming my land. See the plot ain't forgotten, the plot twist, I'm already dead. I hear the ambience of an ambulance. The sirens go off on some panic shit. Planes crash down on the landing strip. Resurrected like a Lazarus. Breathe death like a cancer stick. Each step is a drag in my lens, but a decomposed body mean everything right. I better pray you don't get spotted, you'll be dead by the fence. Affected the masses and nobody's sterile, about to turn into a classic. George Romero opened the casket to something so terrible. What nightmares are made of, now pray for your miracle. Step on of the dead, but not of the living. I can spawn your return with a bite from the sickness. No mercy permitted, no trials of forgiveness. The darkness prevails and you fade from existence.
That hook's already like that. I love that like lower tone hook, that like melody you're using on
like
it.
A rock feel to it.
Yeah,
right?
it does. Yeah.
Ooh,
Just like
I
one
love it.
we did together that's going to be on the soundtrack as well as like a total rock heavy song. So that was fun to record too. Yeah, that was absolutely sick. SLIGHTtONE coming in that first verse. I caught the Nazareth line. I caught the George Romero.
I hate to ask, I'm like, this is gonna make me feel so rookie, but who's George Romero?
George Romero is a horror movie director that directed like Night of the Living Deads and stuff like that.
Okay.
It might not have been Night of the Living. There's a few of them. There's like Dawn of the Dead and Night of the Living, but he's a zombie movie director, basically known for one of the most.
That makes sense.
It's like, don't write in the comments, is it Night of the Living Dead he did, or is it Dawn of the Dead? I know it's one of them.
Right.
But yeah, he's done a few like zombie movies. That's what he's done.
Oh, okay, so he's kind of like the OG then?
Yeah.
One of them?
Yeah, basically. That's why I'm thinking it's Night of the Living Dead, because that's such an old classic.
Oh, okay.
My dad actually one time total rant on it though, but Night of the Living Dead. If I got it right, like I said, there's a couple and I always mix them up. But it was black and white, right? Like the original Night of the Living Dead. Yeah. And one year for his birthday, he always talked about that movie. And one year for his birthday, my stepmom Ann found the DVD of it and bought it for him, like the original Night of the Living Dead black and white DVD.
Yeah, nice.
That's cool.
So did you watch it together then?
Yeah, I watched it with him. Yeah.
So that's like, I guess that'd be one of the ones. I haven't seen the one, especially black and white.
I think it was Ann, anyways, who got it for him. But yeah. Okay.
But that'd be one I think that would that would work well. The zombie movies that are in black and white.
Well, it's like the original one too, right? Like no one did that before. Like a zombie like the zombies weren't really like a thing.
Yeah.
And like he made up that whole story. And then ever since Night of the Living Dead, now how many zombie movies are there out in the world? There's like so many.
Oh, there's like a whole show.
Yeah, it's its own genre now. Like it's not lumped into the horror movie genre. There's like zombie movies.
Yeah.
It's like its own genre, like slasher flick, you know? Like
and I just want to say, like, before we go back into it, I love his storytelling.
Yeah.
Like, it's
a movie in the song.
Exactly,
yeah.
Like, you can totally picture when he's, like, saying, open up the casket, and and then you know it's just, like, jumping out at you.
He even said there after, like, the Nazareth, and then he's, like, smoking on the cancer stick or whatever, like, you can picture him there, like, lighting a smoke.
Yeah,
like,
like, who cares about, like, having a smoke when going to crap. But wow, yeah, this is cool. And like I said, I love the rock feel to it.
I like the hook, I like that you guys came in like lower with it. And on the hook, I think it's slight tone I'm hearing. It's hard to tell on the hook. But we'll get right back into it.
Forgiveness to darkness prevails and you fade from existence. I start to roll back the virus consuming my flesh. I ain't forgotten the plot twist, I'm already dead. Infections go straight to your head. No logic, we're locked in decay. We all see red. It's Dodge, the rigor mortis in my chest, and my organs full of rottenness. Portions falling off my bones, exposed, face dead like a comatose. I'm dripping out blood like a broken nose. Let's just like medicine up the dose. We're dead inside and out, lost forgotten souls headed down this lonely road. Disease-ridden bodies in the sunlight, slams around at me that are upright. Walking through the street with a one bite, with decaying teeth that were once white. Disease-ridden bodies in the sunlight, slams around at me that are upright. Walking to the street with a one bite, with decaying teeth that were once white.
DodgeNone, I always coming in with that DodgeNone flow, absolutely crushing it.
I can't say anything more other than you nailed it on the head. Like he's got such a cool voice and a cool flow, and like he should be almost in his own rock band, you know? Like the lead singer, because he's just got that special thing.
Back when my
for the
teeth
band.
were still white, or whatever he was saying there, like before the decay, my teeth were still white. And then at the beginning, I love how he was like breaking up the words. I can't remember exactly what he said. I had it in my head too, but like how you were splitting up the syllables and the rhyme scheme to like fit, like you split up the word and to like make it rhyme with like the sentence. Like it was cool how you did
that.
And I
like it when like the slow doesn't have to be like a chopper, and it still sounds fast.
Yeah, DodgeNone's good at that. He has like a chop. Like we reacted to one memory. It was like chopped the whole way.
Yeah.
The song, but it like it's like like it was chopped, but DodgeNone's
like, even
good.
how he spits it out, like you can still follow it, but it's not like
it's not like he can do the fast chopper flow 100%, but it's just like a different
so trippy,
chopped flow,
Infections go straight to your head. No logic, we're locked in decay. We all see red. Roll back the virus consuming my flesh.
The president is
I
dead.
ain't forgotten the plot twist, I'm already dead.
Do not panic. 3 years after the first infection, national governments have fallen. There is no cure.
Just grab a hockey stick, it'll be fine, we're here. That was awesome. The guitar riff at the end, I know it probably gave it the instrumental beautiful though to let that ride through. And
Yeah,
this song you're doing, I know that came in the beat, but who's doing the rotten between you two and that, like, you know, just doing that?
Oh, the
what's his name,
whisper,
the
yeah.
rotten, yeah.
And once that guitar riff came in, I don't know why, but that like totally brought me back to Guitar Hero. Like it's just like a good song, like you know, like you'd want to try over and over.
That
again
was fun. That was
perfect.
a great addition to the track right there.
Yeah.
The guitar riff at the end and then lead right back into the hook.
And like you can tell that SLIGHTtONE is a producer because he knows how to, like, his ad libs are like clips of different audio. You know, like he knows how to intertwine that really well to make it, I don't know, to make it smooth and so it's not like so jarring.
It sounds like a track off of a movie soundtrack. Yeah. Like there's 100%. Differences. Yeah, it totally sounds like that. Yeah, that was awesome. That was SLIGHTtONE, DodgeNone. You guys crushed it. The guitar sample, amazing. That, like I said, who's doing the rotten sound in the background because it sounds so like clean in the ears.
And creepy too.
Yeah.
Like
and it could be either one of them. I was trying to catch it a couple times. I was like, oh, it's SLIGHTtONE, I think, doing it. And then I was like, it's DodgeNone. And then I was like, is it part of the beat or are they actually like it was hard to tell. So let me know in the comments.
Which is a great compliment if you can't tell, right?
You guys absolutely crushed it. That was a lot of fun. Like we said, we love the movie. The movie's called Already Dead. We still told you guys about it already. But yeah, check SLIGHTtONE's channel. Check ours. You'll find the movie there. And props to you guys, man. That was awesome. Another killer track by SLIGHTtONE and DodgeNone. All right, so we're going to go on to the second track of the episode now. So let's get it going. All right, guys, we are on to the second track of the episode now, and we got Dyception back for a second time. He was a new artist on an episode last week. Thank you, Dyception, for all your support and for signing up for the Patreon. So we got you back as quickly as we could on this episode. The first one we listened to was Conspiracies. That's what it's called.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
With a cool cover.
Yeah, and this one here is called Patience.
With also another cool cover, so I love that.
We're starting to dive in like we're doing with certain artists we talk about where it's like you get to the second or third track, like it's always cool to listen to like a track and get to know a new artist, but it's always like so much more fun when you already heard them and like dig into their catalog a bit. Absolutely. And you get to expose more of who they are, what they do, everything. And from that Conspiracy song, like I could kind of tell the style he has, but also I can also see he would have a variety of styles. Yeah. So we'll see where this one takes us.
I love artists that know how to just like go beyond the surface level of music, which is pretty much everyone on BTB. And like you do have like your club bangers that are just fun every once in a while. Like don't get me wrong, I do love those. But it's trippy when you hear the ones that dig deeper because those are the ones that you've said in the past, you can listen to it again and like catch like a new meaning to it or a new conversation to the song, and I love that. And I have a feeling this is going to be right up that alley. Yeah,
because that first one he did amazing on. That hook on the Conspiracies was amazing.
Yeah.
And we're going into his Patience right now by Dyception. Let's get it.
Not every lesson is crystal clear, gotta see the message. Like not every closed door is gonna lead to exits. Block out the noise and use them to play Tetris. Cause even empires get built up from the trenches. There's a pleasure in some pain, gotta learn the difference. Shaggy rugs, or razor blades, relief and persistence. Been holding strong for so long, I can feel the blisters. Got so much to say, seems nobody listens. Ears deaf, my anxiety says mute. Hanging by a string, fashioned as an old noose. Cocoon, butterfly, just trying to break loose. I swear to God I ain't choose to be the recluse that I've been. Claws sharp at the end, offended by the ignorance. I've gone defensive again, protective of the cage that I'm living in. Unlocked, but I'm caught within. Box where my carcass lives. I'm getting fucking sick of this. So how do I break from the monotony? Thrive in the monopoly. Mine won't stop. Juggernaut in the reality. Sometimes I'm held back cause I won't let go. Cause I'm loyal to a world that got me feeling alone.
That's the kickoff of Patience right away. That same kind of sound. I knew it was going to hit on that. That first beginning, right on your first line, it's like it has so many entrances but not a lot of exits. Like when he said that right at the beginning, I was like, holy shit, he's already hitting in right away.
Or something like how, I can't remember. I don't want to butcher the bar, but it was something like how an enterprise is even built through the trenches.
Through the trenches, yeah.
And it's so true though. Like, how do you become stronger if you haven't been through anything?
Yeah.
You know, like, how do you? Because you would crumble if you've never been through.
Well,
it.
yeah, or if you do make it, you'll end up crumbling in it afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's what I mean. It makes you very
like
resilient.
the title of the song, "Patience." Like you have to have the patience to do that groundwork and build it up to, you know.
And that's probably literally the hardest part of any type of journey.
Yeah.
Is to have the patience to stick it through, because
oh
man,
that's anything. Yeah, and like he's saying here, it's like hard to be patient in a world that doesn't care about me. You know what I mean? Like it's so.
Which is not true.
But yeah.
But yeah, I know. Yeah, I totally get it.
I know what he said that something Monopoly the.
Oh, yeah, something with the Monopoly.
How did you rhyme
I was
it?
thinking
Yeah.
about that too. It was like a double.
Yeah. Hold up.
Huh?
The monotony of the
That's
that's
it,
what
yeah.
it was. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
We had to just rewind. That's why we paused there for a second. But yeah, that was dope.
Like a multiple syllable rhyme is just
Yeah,
like, it
the
blows my
monotony,
mind
the
that people
monopoly.
can just make their own music in their house, let alone to like step up the rhymes. And like my brain would have never thought of that. So
It
kudos.
looks like we're driving into the hook here, unless there's not even just a breakdown, but we'll see.
Not every lesson is crystal clear, gotta see the message. Like not every closed door is gonna lead to exits. Block out the noise and use them to play Tetris, cause even empires get built up from the trenches. Not every lesson is crystal clear, gotta see the message. Like not every closed door is gonna lead to exits. Block out the noise and use them to play Tetris, cause even empires get built up from the trenches. Bad things feel good, temporary healing. I keep running in place, yeah, I can't stop the feeling. The uphill chase, man, I almost scraped the ceiling. My heart's real strong, but I can't outrun my demons. Locked up with my anxiety, boxed up with what's inside of me. Libra scales carry bars like I went and got a law degree. Judge me by the execution of who the mirror sees. Reflecting on my memories, changing what the camera keeps. And a flash Kodaks can change in an instant. Looking back, grateful the kid ain't dead or in prison. If my skin color changed, would it play out any different? Wouldn't even have access to this pen I was gifted. Ain't stuck in my past, but I still feel it in my present. Working so hard, I feel the grind is never ending. With my luck, there's never sevens. Craps is my endeavor to weather black umbrellas in sunny weather. Not every lesson is crystal clear, gotta see the message. Like not.
Before we ended off that last bit.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I loved about that verse. Holy crap. Like the first one that I can think of right away is I like the part where he was saying, would his life be different if he had different skin? But then he's like, would I even have the ability like to write?
Yeah, to hold this pen.
And I love that because it's like, it just goes to show like your journey is just so unique and personal, and it's like meant for you, because it's true. Maybe if things were different for him, he might not got into the creative side, and he might have just been stuck like, you know, at a corporate job. Well, I'm not saying that he's not there, but like, you know what I mean? Like really just focus in on his career that's like in corporate rather than explore his creative side.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it really makes it special knowing that, it's like, it's meant to be your talent.
The one line I liked, it was like the closed doors and but not like all the exits or whatever. It was like, I didn't know that was part of the hook. But I also heard your bar degree line as well. I got so many bars, you think I should have had a law degree. Yeah. And then you said something at the beginning too, and I wanted to mention it. Now I can't fucking remember what you said.
Sorry, hopefully.
We
get too excited. Sometimes we cut each other off.
And it's always when you film on Mondays, it's like, Jesus. Like, I want to go back, but... Oh yeah, and you're doing like the Kodak, the camera flashes and the memories, like that whole rhyme scheme there as well. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely crushed it. I'm loving this song. I'm like zoned out to it.
Yeah. It sounds so good.
Yeah, it does. And get right back into it.
Umbrellas in sunny weather. Not every lesson is crystal clear, gotta see the message. Like not every closed door's gonna lead to exits. Block out the noise and use them to play Tetris, cause even empires get built up from the trenches. Not every lesson is crystal clear, gotta see the message. Like not every closed door's gonna lead to exits. Block out the noise and use them to play Tetris, cause even empires get built up from the trenches.
Alright, Dyception with Patience on that one.
Oh, that was so freaking good.
Yeah, it was. That was awesome, man. Can't wait till you said more and more. That was absolutely awesome.
And it's
Like I said, I just vibed and zoned out to that so hard. Like,
yeah, he's got like a very nice, like soothing voice.
yeah, I was gonna say that's what I wanted to mention on as well earlier on the last pause, and I forgot. It's like you hear the emotion in your voice, and I love the passion you bring to your verse.
Yeah.
Like that, you hear it. You hear the graspiness when you're talking about, like, you know, in the like the boxes and the trenches, and like you hear
or
the,
even when you talk
the
about anxiety,
raspiness.
like
Yeah,
you know how that feels, and like even your heart.
you say it like with purpose. Like
Yeah.
when you say certain key words in your verse, like they hit because it has that purpose.
Yeah.
To go with that soft, like poetic flow you have. That like you're almost like talking to us a story.
Yeah. It's almost just like, yeah, exactly that. Like you're just sitting down with a close friend, and like you're just kind of shooting the shit.
Yeah, let me just tell you a story. And he's like
Yeah.
reading like something from his diary or something,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? His journal.
It's so freaking cool.
Yeah, that was really well done. That was Dyception with Patience. Thank you for being a Patreon member, man. We really appreciate it, both of us.
Absolutely.
Check out the bonus content on there. And this is, I guess, time to plug Patreon.
Yeah.
$2 a month. If you're an artist, sign up. You get artist priority, you get song priority. There's higher tiers. The higher you go, the more stuff you get. But with just $2 a month, $2 a month, you get to have all the bonus content that's available to Patreon. Plus, you get song priority. It's a hell of a deal. And thank you, Dyception, for signing up.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate it. All the support. We had a few people sign up recently, so shout out as well to Sinister Records. We appreciate you as well. We're gonna have you on Sunday's episode.
Which is just so cool because these new Patreons, like I appreciate every single one of you. And it's just cool that like you've had one song and then they're willing to join the Patreon after just one song.
One
And so
reaction.
It's like, I'm honored that it only took one song for you guys to want to join our community. That is so freaking dope.
It's
Like
awesome.
every single one of you, it always puts a smile to my face. It kind of blows our mind that like people just even want to listen to us,
Yeah.
you know? So thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you
it
from the
means a
bottom of our
lot. We try to put as much content in there as for as cheap as possible.
Yeah.
There's like higher tiers, but like we say, just sign up for the $2 if you want to. If you want to go the higher, there could be an option where like we'll do full album reactions and stuff like that. So that's just an option out there. And if not, keep tuning into YouTube and keep giving us views there and supporting us there.
Absolutely.
And we'll still get around to your music eventually. Just now with Patreon, it might take a while.
So
But
cool. I'm so glad that we have like a back catalog. It makes me happy.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to go on to the final track of the episode now. That was Dyception with Patience, and we're going to go on to a brand new artist of the show.
Cool.
All right, guys, welcome back to the final track of the episode. Like I said, we got a new artist. His name goes by New Double N. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm pretty sure it is. He's new to this show. I've known him now since when I started the BTB group. He was in it years
cool.
and years ago, and I might have did a reaction to his music on BTB Reacts. I can't remember, but I know he sent me links many times. He's commented on a lot of my music, my videos. I comment back on his. But from what I remember him a lot of too was he was doing a lot of rap battles.
Oh, okay,
I'm
dope.
pretty sure that was you. I hope it was, or else I'm thinking of something totally different.
This is gonna be a little awkward.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was you. You've been making music, like I said. I've started BTB in 2019. The whole group, everything like that. You were there in 2019. You were probably making music years before even that. So you've been around, and I appreciate all your support too, because you comment on a lot of stuff. You comment on a few of our videos here as well. And so we decided to get you on for an episode. And this is New Double N, Artificial Intelligence, AI. And let's check this out. He's from the UK too, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So let's go. That is the Terminator. Yeah. The Terminator theme song. The Terminator theme song.
AI's a part of our daily lives, no backward step. How many times do we Google and trust what it says? Apparently it knows what's best. It's taking our jobs and closing the shops now we buy on the net, influencing our kids and getting in ahead. It's only growing stronger with advancing tech. It knows your whereabouts every place you step. Access to all your banking and checks, stores all your private data on the net. If any human had all that, you'd be a little suspect. The AI was approaching in a sec.
That was dope right away. It's talking about AI and everything. Like they have access to your paychecks, your bank accounts, everything. If a human had that, would you trust them?
That's
So
very
one thing
true,
you
right?
think what's why we trust the AI so much? Like that was dope. If
And
the
even,
human
like,
had all that
like
information on you, would you trust the human? Like that.
Oh,
So
yeah,
why
no,
are we
I think
trusting
probably Civil Wars
why
to
are we
be-
trusting the AI? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's so true.
And just how it was like already shaping the younger generation's minds, which is so true too.
Yeah,
Because
big time.
you could type anything into your phone and
Yeah.
even chat GPT, like it's crazy.
Well, phone it's like take a phone away from somebody. Like even when
They
you
actually
don't
have
have it
withdrawals.
on you, how many times are you like us too? You know what I mean? Like you're always like, where the
Absolutely.
fuck? You've checked in every pocket. Like
Well, like I said, your whole life is
Where's
on
my phone?
that thing.
Yeah.
Even, like your wallet, like people pay. You
Yeah.
know, like
yeah, it is a wallet now.
yeah, that's trippy.
Yeah. Trippy concept of a song. I like it.
Yeah.
The AI was approaching in a sec, I bet. Yo, it pains me to say, since social media began, humanity just ain't been the same. People recording, giving to the homeless for their own socials and personal gains. Family of four all sat on their phones instead of taking part in family activity or games. No more knocking on to see if our friends are coming out to play, because we can do it on a video chat today. Kids can't be themselves and cyberbullying spreads like flames. Limited social interactions like they're engaged, and friends and empathy swapped and changed for trends and popularity with no shame. I once heard someone say that the future's not set, but I'm thinking it's firmly set in place. We've raised an overprivileged generation, it's absolutely disgrace. It's like John Connor on Judgment Day, but not even he could save. Kids being killed and other kids running from blades like the T-1000 giving chase. And they're just human, they ain't got a heroic T-800 to get in the way. Fuck's sake, just look at how many in the grave. Personally, I wouldn't blame the AI we're building to have humanity erased, the same way as in Judgment Day.
Holy crap, that was a lot to unpack. there.
That's like you're killing it too, man. You're hitting everything on the head there. Since
Yeah,
social
I
media, it's all everything changed. And now no one like talks today. It's all through video chat. It's all like, oh man, you're crushing everything you're saying there.
Yeah, I was just like, I should have stopped it before, because like you said, you're trying to remember everything.
Yeah.
But it's so true on how times have changed. Like, people even in our, like in today's I can't even say it, like social anxiety, because they don't know how to
Yeah.
interact with everyone now again, because it kind of reminds me of the song that Drew the Genius did about like how he grew up.
Oh yeah.
And like how it is, and if you were to compare those two songs, like what kids grew up in our time to now, it's like vastly different. And it's true that I feel like our childhood was one of the best times, like because it was just the tipping of technology where you could use it to your advantage, but you were still
We
connected.
lived on both sides of like the technology bubble kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like we grew up without internet, and like internet wasn't even there, or it was, but it wasn't like accessible. Well, I don't even think it was around, like in the 90s, growing up in the 90s and stuff. It wasn't around, and then to like life before internet to life after internet, we witnessed it changed to now where it's at now with the AI taking over, taking jobs, taking it. Literally, like you're saying, it's taking away humanity.
Yeah.
It's iRobot, man.
And also too, I just remember too, I liked not that I liked the concept that he was saying, but it was so true on to the point where he was saying that in social media, there's even people who are like just doing it to paint their own facade, like helping a homeless person, but they have
that was a good line. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was gonna say something on that too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so freaking true though.
Yeah.
It's like, do you really think someone who's
why don't you just help the homeless person and don't use your phone to fucking video it? Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't be doing that if you didn't have your phone
No,
on record.
definitely not.
And like, how degrading is it for that person just being like plastered over the world when they're down at their hardest point of their life?
Yeah.
And then there's someone like, do you like the money do you like the meal that I gave you? You like Like, it's so true. I find that so disgusting, and it's made
so
humanity
fake.
heartless.
Social media is so fake every which way. Even like people who follow me and everything like that, I'm not like saying I post fake, but like you're seeing everything that I want you to see.
Yeah.
Like, everything I'm posting is always like a show, a happy-go-lucky moment or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not posting the downfalls and the and
the heartaches.
and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna get right back into this. Loving it so far. What a cool concept.
Very
unique, and
him and Drew
it's
should
refreshing.
get together and like do a song of maybe like how to fix humanity, like how it was to, I don't know.
Then I was catching all the Terminator references to like the T-100 you're saying, and then Connor when he's talking about that.
Yeah.
And we're not that far away. AI's a part of our daily life, no backward step. How many times do we Google and trust what it says? Apparently it knows what's best. It's taking our jobs and closing the shops, now we buy on the net. Influencing our kids and getting in ahead. It's only growing stronger with advancing tech. It knows your whereabouts every place you step. Access to all your banking and texts. Stores all your private data on the net. If any human had all that, you'd be a little suspect. The AI war's approaching in a sec, I bet. Yo, at this point morality's never decided on. How we gonna teach AGI right from wrong? Politically, religiously, we all have a different definition of good. May as well all say a prayer now and so long. How's it gonna value our lives when we don't value our own? We're way too far gone. We can't teach it the rule that life's sacred when we show hatred and break it ourselves every day that life goes on. The minute it realises how disgusting and hypocritical humanity is, then it's well and truly on. AI's already in our homes, in our hands, on our phones, there's no coming back from. It's in our nature to destroy yourselves. We already got self-driving Teslas and Alexas with more. AI's already in our homes, in our hands, on our phones, there's no coming back from. It's in our nature to destroy yourselves. We already
driving like Teslas.
And it's funny, it's just like it's in our home, and I'm like, it's in our cars too, and then he brings it up.
And like in our hands. And
right
away. We'll pause it for too long, so we'll get right back into it. But also, just right at the beginning of the breakdown, it's like, how can we teach it how to teach that life is sacred when we don't even consider life sacred? Like, it's gonna learn from us and realize we're as evil.
We're part of the problem. Absolutely.
So how are you gonna teach it when we don't even know it?
Yeah.
Brilliant, man. I'm loving this. This is so good.
on. AI's already in our homes, in our hands, on our phones, there's no coming back from. It's in our nature to destroy yourselves. We already got self-driving Teslas and Alexas with more knowledge and info than together you or I could tell. Storing what we like and dislike and all our data as well. It's got access to our locations and all our personal details. Knows whether you're male or female. But don't get it twisted, it won't use nukes and come down on us like hell. Because the EMP damage to its data infrastructure would be like suicide and set it on course to fail. A super intelligence is more likely to be manipulative with traits of betrayal. Probably cutting off our resources and food supplies until we're weak and frail. We're the makers of our own downfall, and the AI war's already set sail. Imprisoned in a world of AI and no one gets out of jail. Oxygen burns to inhale. Living in a land where machinery's gonna prevail. Our fate is sealed and our faces turn pale. Humanity fell off the rails, leaving no trace or trail. Collapsed on the largest scale, killing us slow like salt on a snail. No end like fairy tale.
That, what you did there with your recording, when you were saying the both lines back and forth, was like through the ear, where you like, I was just like, you could, I love how you were punching in, you could tell, but in a really good way.
Yeah. Like
two different tones of like that was just really pleasant to the ear right there. That whole flow, so you know what I mean? Like it was just
now that you mention it,
kind of had like the left and the right and the left and the right, and like you just punch it in, and it was like two kind of different vocal sounds as well. So like that was
like
just
it's
really
almost
well
kind
done.
of like the AI taking over a bit, like how it sounded a bit too.
That sounded really cool. It was really well done on the mix there, or the master.
Slow like salt on a snail, no end like fairy tale. The blood run cold and stale, mechanical world unveiled. Firing ghosts or crops and kale. Evolution derailed, can't be bailed. Humanity's last tale. AI's a part of our daily lives, no backward step. How many times do we Google and trust what it says? Apparently it knows what's best. It's taking our jobs and closing the shops, now we buy on the net. Influencing our kids and getting in ahead. It's only growing stronger with advancing tech. It knows your whereabouts every place you step. Access to all your banking and checks. Stores all your private data on the net. If any human had all that, you'd be a little suspect. The AI war's approaching in a sec, I bet.
Defense network computers. New, powerful, hooked into everything, trusted to run it all. They say it got smart. A new order of intelligence. And it saw all people as a threat, not just the ones on the other side. Decided our fate.
Like, share, and subscribe, everybody.
Extermination.
That was New Double N with Artificial Intelligence AI.
Wow.
Very
right?
unique song concept. I have not heard something like this before. I love it.
Yeah.
Anytime you can do something where I can honestly say I haven't heard that topic. I've heard it integrated in songs, but not a whole AI song.
Yeah, really just like break it down. Like this is a song I feel like that should be used as like for educational purposes.
Yeah, this is
like this should be in schools and especially because there's like I know there are classes of like what's it called, like social media, not social media,
social studies.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
And this would be a great topic to evolve into the class and discuss, especially since their generation doesn't know technology.
No, it's
before.
just part of your life. Yeah, it's been part of your life the whole time. Yeah. No, that was awesome.
Wow.
The whole thing, breaking it down, everything you said throughout there, all of it was absolutely true as well. Losing humanity and like they'll be like I was saying, the artificial intelligence, it wouldn't really drop a nuke or something because it'd fuck up their systems. It would cut off our resources to make us weak and frail, take away our water, our food supply.
So freaking true.
But my favorite thing is when you said how can we teach it to know humanity when we don't even know it ourselves, and that was absolutely true. And even just the version of humanity, what it is, like you said, everybody has different religions, different beliefs, a different view of what makes you good. Like I think everybody's got like the basics, like don't go out and fucking kill people, but also you can be a soldier who has to go out and shoot and kill people. Does that make you a bad person? Like your view of what's good is what's good. Yeah. So it's trippy and New Double N, man. Welcome to the show.
What a cool freaking
We'll be reacting
song,
to
man.
more. That was incredible. That was Artificial Intelligence. You guys give them a like, follow, subscribe. We felt like we had a very cinematic theme today. we always try to break down if it's what kind of theme we had. Sometimes we get random ones, and today just felt very from the zombie movie to the Patients from Deception. A very cinematic experience today. And
which is just also kind of, they're all talking about like different forms of reality too.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much. Yeah, one's the horror reality, and one's reality of like your own mind, really, patience, and then one's like the reality of AI.
Like the reality of building, like and then it's just like it's even like with this one, you can kind of tie it in. If artificial intelligence were to dominate more in the future, would it be more kind of like a zombie apocalypse where where systems would fail and crash? But I feel like it's people like this that keep putting their music out that really will help change the trajectory of the world, honestly.
Hopefully.
I really do believe it. It's just everyone's getting their voices now, and they're speaking louder, and it seems like this the civilians and people are starting to take matters into their own hands rather than just relying on the government, which I hate to say, but so it's really cool to see that, you know, we're getting like our power back and we're fighting for our planet. So I love that he's waking people up and
different concept. Like I said, I've heard little lines about it or something. Now a whole song that was well put together. Like I said, your rhyme schemes, your mixing it, everything was beautiful. Loved it all. I love this whole episode, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to have to call it an episode on this one. We had Dyception, we had SLIGHTtONE, DodgeNone, and we had New Double N, who's new to the show. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It means the world to us. Keep tuning in. Show some love to these artists. And until next time, guys, we are your hosts. I'm KC, KingCanada.
And I'm Laura the Rookie.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Take care. Bye. Bye.
Here you hook like Benzo, breaking all the beats, independent, filling all the seats, independent, summon all the heat, independent, BTB, we are tremendous, team on the rise, insurrection, game won't deny the insurrection, crew has arrived, insurrection, KC's time, an insurrection, breaking all the beats.